Hi, this is Mimi from Mimi's Paper Crafting. Welcome back to my channel. In yesterday's video, I shared how I made this file folder journal. Okay, and in that video I said, if you want to see me decorate it, let me know down below. Well, guess what? It's currently March 10th. You saw that video in April. Okay. I said yesterday because I know this is going to go up the day after that video goes up. But this whole time I've been here like, I really think I should just finish this journal. It's just been staring at me. I made this in February and it's been staring at me every time I come to my craft room. So we're going to finish this frickin' journal. Whether or not you wanted it or not, we're going to finish it because I'm tired of looking at it. I've had this ink, I've had this top, and I've had this paper and this sitting there staring at me literally every time I walk into my craft room. It's just sitting there, staring me down. So we're going to finish it so I can be done with it taunting me. Oh, I did use some of this paper. Okay, cool. So we're just going to get started covering everything. I have the ink here if I want to ink the pages, and all we're going to do, I'll start with the back since that's one solid piece. I need a piece that is, I'm going to measure everything and write everything down and then cut everything. What I think I'm going to do. So I'm just going to use a pencil and write on here. So 4.5 by, I'm just going to show you with this one what I'm going to do, by 8. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to go through here and I am going to measure everything and write everything down, and then I'm going to come through and cut everything, and then we're going to put everything on together. Okay, but you don't need to see me measure everything and cut everything. You just want to see me put it on. So I will be back. Okay, I just wanted to show you before I go cut the paper that I did measure everything. Almost everything is 2 pieces. This one I need 4 of the same piece for there. But that's everything measured, everything marked, and now I can start cutting. Okay, I think that's all the pieces I need. And was I smart and labeled the sizes? No. No, I didn't. It's fine. We'll live. If I can get the pin out of my glue. We'd live if I could get the pin out of my glue. Okay, so I have 3. Okay, here we go. I'm going to have to clip this corner though, because it's a weird corner that I did not cut down, and I'm not. Should I just cut it down? Let's just cut it down to get rid of that weird corner. I noticed it, but didn't think about it. When I was measuring everything. Okay, and now I got to remeasure that, and that is crooked. That's crooked. Very, very crooked. Let's try that again. Without like cutting myself. And I'm going to turn it this way. We'll turn it this way. That's still crooked, you guys. What the heck? Let's put it on the 2-inch. Let's not put it on the 2-inch mark. That'll make it really short. Alright. There we go. That's better. Now that was what? So now I got to cut this down to... And the other one. Where's the other one that matches? Where's the other one that matched? Okay. And we're not going to let these go to waste. Let's use them to decorate. Maybe not. Yeah. We'll use them to decorate the other side. Okay. But now we have to ink that. All right. I'm not going to ink the pieces I cut because I don't think it needs it. Okay, so we have this here that we can glue there. That's much better. I have a bunch of scraps left, so you guys know what's going to come up later. Who knows when with these scraps. But yes, I'm going to use the rest of the scraps for projects. I really have been enjoying doing that. That way I'm not having like little I can't think, you guys. I'm not having collection kits with little scraps floating around, and or also on the flip side, I'm not having like a collection kit bag with just little tiny scraps in it that you know what I mean? Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't know if I'm explaining myself well enough. Who knows? Probably not. Some of you might understand what I'm saying. Okay. Now we can continue on. So now I have 4 3/4. I think that's this one here. Is it this one here? Yep. I feel like it needs to go that way. I don't know why. I just did. Okay, and then the flip side with this one. Last time I checked, Simple Stories still had a mystery box, and I was thinking of buying it. But I'm not sure, because I have other stuff I have to get. I need to get 3.25. That is these right here, and once again, that's the weird edge, but I think we're not going to do the same thing. I don't want to lose any of this page, so I'm just going to take, let me just take my corner rounder and round the corners, and maybe that's, let's do a bigger round on that one. I'm going to round the corners. That did not help up there, but I'm going to round these corners. And then I'm just going to ink this bottom. I probably don't need to. Nope. There we go. That's better than what it was. And that's how it's going to stay, because I'm not going to cut off more of my stuff here. Anyway, I have some stuff I have to buy. I want to make a baby album, so I have to buy all the supplies from that, and I want to use a pre-made album. So I want to use, I'm going to round corners. I want to use the new Doodlebug albums. Is what I want to use, and they're not cheap, you guys. And I've said this once and I'll say it again, I'm cheap. I should actually make my kid pay for it because it's for his friend. Alright, there we go. Now we have these. There's 4 of these. I think this is it right here. Yep. And that one, or no, we'll do this red peeking out, so it's not fighting with all that. Not that it matters. They're not gonna. It's not gonna be folded the same way. We're gonna put this one here. I wish I had ephemera or something. All I have are the stickers to go with this collection kit. I looked and I don't. Did I lose my pen? Here it is. My glue is getting clogged. I really need to order more pins. I don't know why I haven't yet. Probably because I was thinking I should, but I don't need more glue. So that's probably why I haven't ordered any yet. Okay, so we have that's done. Now we need 4.5, which is this one. Let's do the blue stripes. Okay. All right, and then we have this one. This is the 3.5 still. That's not 3.5. This is 3.5. Okay. This would make such a cute beach trip album. And so easy. All you're using is, I think, what, one? Was it one? No, or did I use two? I don't remember. It was so long ago that I made this. I don't remember how many file folders I used. Look at that. That is super cute. Let's cover this back. And I think I'm going to use this. Here comes the sun. Ooh, look at how bright that yellow is. And you guys, while it's in my head, let me do it. Put the clear pocket, we got to cut it to size. Actually, we should be smart and use, I'm just, who says I'm smart? There we go. Who says I'm smart? I want to put a clear plastic pocket on there, and then I can cut paper and put tags in there. Alright, so we have that done, and now what would happen is this would be our front, so we're going to pull it down like this, so it's going to face like this. Right? If we're pulling this down, we want everything to face this way. I'm right? Yes. Alright, so we have this 3.25 by 4.75. Now, when you make yours, every piece you have is going to be different. It's not going to be the same as mine. Okay? Because you're going to cut differently and tear differently and all of that stuff. So make sure you measure if you're going to make this project. Go, and then we have this side. All right. What's on? Yep, I think I'll do this one on the front. I also think I may, if I'm gonna order pins, order a new bottle of glue, because my bottle is cracking. All right, and we're gonna do this one here. Okay. So we have that. I hear the alarm going off in my room. Oh, I don't want to do that side. That's why we check, you guys. But I like this one better with these papers. Yeah, I did not like that one with those papers. We could have went with this one, but it's sideways, and that would have bothered me. Okay, and then this flips up. Oh, we have this one here. Let's do the yellow. So bright. So bright. Okay. And we have to cover this one. I have to go today and look for new sneakers. That is my plan today. As soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to go upstairs, get my boyfriend's button gear. There we go. And then we're going to go look for sneakers because I'm in desperate need. So we want this one to go like this. And I love the VW buses. Who does not love? I'm actually going to turn this, but we have to make sure that we're going upside down. Let's not forget. So I'm going to put this one on upside down so we remember. Okay. Spoiler alert, I didn't cut enough paper. That's alright. I'll go back and I'll cut when I'm done so I know what I need. I should have known I wouldn't have cut enough paper. I got confused. There ended up being so many of the same size. I was actually kind of shocked there were so many of the same size, and I think that's what threw me off. And I probably looked at it and said, oh, I cut that already. But I didn't. I cut it for another page. So we have to cut those. And then I have, oh, this right here. It looks like I missed other pieces also. Boy. Boy, oh boy, am I not. Okay, that one goes there. Yeah, I needed 4 more pieces, and I thought I cut them, but I didn't. Did I use these? I don't think I did. I think I used the striped. So we're going to use these here. Like so. Okay. And I also missed those. All right. Okay, I missed a good amount. It's fine. I'll just pause and go cut them. It's perfectly fine. How did I skip that one? That was a square. I'm very confused about that. All right, I'm going to go cut these papers and I'll be back. Okay, just so you can see, this is all the scraps that I have left. So these will all be used up in another video. Also, fun fact, I found 2 of the pieces I cut. So I found them after I cut pieces. So that's fun. I think I'm going to use these. And then I'm just going to throw these back in the scraps. I also used cut-aparts for this square page. I just trimmed them 1/8 of an inch around each side. Like literally 1/8 of an inch off here, 1/8 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch, 1/8 of an inch to make them even. I'm going to use the blue side because I've already used this one, so I'll use the blue. Yep, I found these cut already in that pile. They must have got lost in the pile, but I had already cut. Not a big deal. And those might be a little short. Oh well. Once again, not a big deal. I'm not super worried about it. Honestly, by the time you put all your decorations on and do all that, so they were a little short. So they must have been for something else, maybe. I don't know. Not a big deal. I have the other one. Okay. I need here. Him there. Doesn't he look happy as can be floating in his little raft? Alright, we're going to put the yellow one here. You can go even farther on this album and add more flips and stuff. If you wanted to, you could do whatever you wanted on this type of album. That's what's great about it. You know what really sucks? I started putting everything on right side up. Thanks for letting me know, you guys. That's all right. That's fine. I just wish I want to put the VW upside down. Can we get it off? Do you think we can get it off? What do you think? Nope, can't get it off. That's all right. I was not paying attention. It's okay, crap happens. But there we go. Here is our little journal. Okay, so here we go. You can add any kind of decorations you would want. I'm not going to go and do decorations. I have all those stickers, but I'm not going to. And this one, like so. That has a magnet to keep it down. You could have magneted anything. Hold on, let me turn it this way now. Ay, ay, ay. That's all right. We all make mistakes, you guys, and I'm not going to worry about it and remake the entire project. And there we go. And then I would just cut, hold on. Will this fit? Will this fit? Yep. Let's trim off. Let's angle cut. Where is it? Here it is. Angle cut for a tag shape. Okay, and then where's my hole punch? We're gonna just estimate the middle and trim a little bit of this off. If I had ribbon, I would put ribbon, but I don't have any right next to me, and I'm not gonna go dig in my messy ribbon drawer for what little scraps I may have left. I'm in desperate need of ribbon. You know what? I'm going to trim off just a little bit from each side because it's not going in very smoothly. And by a little bit, I mean did not trim very well. You guys see that? That just ate my paper up because it was a smidgen. I just wanted a smidgen off. And it ate my paper. And I've already replaced this blade. I replaced the blade because it was getting really dull. I used for over a year. There we go. That's all we needed to do was that little smidgen, and there we go. All right, there we go, you guys, all done, ready to go. The only thing I would do was, I wish I would have put a magnet here so that wouldn't flap, but I could put Velcro, just like I could put Velcro here to keep that down. So why don't we, huh? Why don't we? I do like to use Velcro once in a while, but now the thing is, if you're going to use Velcro, okay, and I'm telling you this now, so please listen to me. Let it sit, all right? There have been plenty of times that I have then decided, I'm just going to lift this up, it's good to go, and it's not. Let it sit. So I'm just going to take the dots and put it there, and then I'm going to do the same on this small piece up here to keep this down. Okay, so now that'll stay down, and is there anything down here? I want to do the same here, and I'm going to do it down here at this corner. Okay, so we have that, and then one more, same as we did up here. But you could use Velcro, you could use ribbon to keep it closed, you can do whatever your little heart desires. It's your project. You do what you want to do. You could have used magnets all over the place. You do what you want to do. But there we go. There's our cute little file folder journal. I could not think of the word file folder. There we go. I love it. What do you guys think? I'm glad I came in and decorated it no matter what, because like I said, it's been staring at me, saying, finish me, literally, every time I walked into my craft room. There we go. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. I do a lot of fun things here. I keep saying that, but I do. And I will see you guys in the next crafty video. Have a great rest of your day.